just stand here for 50 minutes?
Well, yes, you bet.
All right. My name's Stacey, and I'm here to explain to you and actually try and persuade you as to why my proposal is the best. I don't have a visual because I believe mine's pretty basic and simple, so I don't think I need a visual to show you how to study at your own pace. But I do have a quick question like I did last time. Who likes a challenge? Who considers a challenge to be fun? Okay? Well, one of the things about my game is there's going to be one of the mini games that are challenging. I'm going to explain to you, I'm going to go over again the original proposal. I'm going to explain the two mini games I have, and at the end, I'm going to hope that I have persuaded you enough to where you would believe my proposal is not only challenging, but it's fun, okay? The benefits of my proposal are this. You get to study and learn at your own pace. However, there's going to be a presentation that you're going to be time crunched, but you're going to hopefully live up to the challenge and push out the best product you can. It's also going to teach you how to learn. It's going to teach you how to work well with others under that time crunch. And then it's also going to allow you to have a game that will actually kind of relax you, but at the same time, it'll also push you, okay? Again, the main game is reading at your own pace. You're going to have 12 chapters to read. At the end of each chapter, you have to do a comprehensive test that will include just the chapter that you've read. It's going to be where each comprehensive test is going to be worth 100 points. If you do not pass the first test with a 70, then you have the opportunity to take a retest that it will be given 3 days later. If you are unable to pass the retest with a 70 or better, then you have to take the highest score that you've achieved on the two tests in order to move on, okay? When you take the retest, there will be a 10-point penalty assessed on any scores that are 80 or greater to allow you to not only penalize you for having to take the retest, but also still allow you to pass with a 70, okay? Then you have the speeches that are basically the same way we have. You're going to have 4 speeches. One's going to be instructional, one's going to be persuasive, and 2 are going to be on the topic of your choosing. But they have to be related to TechCom, okay? And the professor's going to be allowed 75 points to grade on the speeches. Students, there's going to be 5 individual students that are chosen randomly that, like you guys, will grade everything on the speech, and then you guys can give 5 points each, okay? The total points available will be 2,200 for the speeches and the tests will be 1,700, okay? Now, the mini games are going to allow you another 500 points, all right? The first mini game I have is that presentation I was explaining to you. You have 5 days outside of class in order to get your presentation together, okay? Presentations have to be 7 to 8 minutes long. They have to be on a subject of your choice, but there's a little twist. You actually come up with 3 subjects, and then you give them to the professor, and he will actually decide which one you give. Okay, you typically put them in order that you would prefer, and hopefully he'll choose the first one. But as a group, you need to decide what the 3 topics are. Okay. Prior to the semester beginning, he's going to already pick the groups. So before he even meets you, he's going to know who's in what group. And then at the beginning of the semester, he's going to pass out the syllabus. When he gives you the syllabus, it's going to show you who's in your group. So it's up to you to decide to get started then, or wait until he springs it on you and says, hey, presentations will be starting on this date, okay? Again, presentation is worth 400 points. You divide those, you take 400 points and, add it to your cumulative score, along with the second mini game, which is basically your crossword puzzle. The crossword puzzle is going to be open book. However, there's going to be 40 words. And then the definitions are going to be such that you have to look through the book or have memorized everything you've read to be able to write them down without looking at your book. Okay? That's also going to be worth 100 points. Now, it's not set up to where you're actually able to finish. At least I don't believe, unless you have decided to read the book without falling asleep, I don't believe you're going to be able to get all 40 in 50 minutes. However, if you do, then you get 100 points. Each word is worth basically 5 points each, or 5 points each. So, you're going to be able to knock these out, hopefully as many as you can, and get as many points as possible. So that brings your total available points to 2,200. You need 1,540 just to pass the course, and then the rewards basically are this: for having the highest score total for the entire class, there's going to be a plaque put in the main office of the English department. For the best presentation, another plaque for the top 3, and then for the crossword puzzle, whoever completes the most will also have a plaque. And then, so basically, I believe that this whole proposal is going to be a change of pace. It's something that everybody can get caught up in, because it's going to teach you a lot. It's going to teach you how to work together. It's going to allow you to have fun, do things at your own pace. So what I've explained to you is the main game, 2 mini games, and then why I believe this should be chosen as the best proposal. Are there any questions?